This is the spiritual reading for the week of March 17th, 2019. I'm just going to jump right into the reading. There's quite a bit here, so I want to see how many I can get through within our short window. Jane P., your grandmother on your mother's side wants you to know that things are stirring up within your family, and a lot of people are being affected emotionally and medically for various reasons. One just being a shift within the world, and you guys are sensitive, so you guys are kind of feeling it without really realizing what's happening, as well as the spiritual activity that's coming at you guys in general. It's getting thicker, especially as the shift in our society is shifting even more. And then also there is some physical restrictions within everybody that needs a little bit of help. White light to help yourself with the spiritual stuff. For the physical stuff, just make sure you're getting some self-help with myofascial release or something. Go see a myofascial release therapist. Okay, so Johnny P., your father, John, also. So John, I don't think you guys are senior, junior, but you know, you're both named John. He is indicating that the pain in your back isn't coming from your back, at least not your low back, because he's showing me the pain is on the left near the sacrum, the top of the sacrum. But in fact, it's actually coming from your upper back. You have a slip disc about shoulder blade height, which that pull there is then pulling down through your spine and is what's causing you that pain. Erica N., your father wants you to know that you're going to go through quite a bit of shifts and changes over the next few days. Actually, not few days, but from starting within the next few days, but lasting over the next year. You're going to feel like you can't get past them, but in fact you will. You'll be fine. Your kids are growing up, and that just means a new life for you with your kids still being somewhat there. So you'll be going through the empty nest syndrome soon, and if it gets too overwhelming, go seek some help by somebody, whether it's somebody who's already been through it, a friend, or seek professional help. But it's a normal process to feel the loss when our kids leave. So we want you to keep that in mind. He doesn't want you to turn to going out and partying all the time, because in the end, that's just not what is going to be better for you in the long run. Okay. Krista Z., your grandfather and grandmother on dad's side, they see that you're struggling, but instead of asking for help in day-to-day life and struggling from just trying to do it all because you just take on too much, you tend to hold yourself inside and you're not letting things go so other people can help you, including your husband. And I get your husband has some limitations, but at the same time, you take it all on when there are some things that he can do to help you. So, let him help. Let people help, especially when asked if they can. Okay. Tiffany M., your best friend wants you to know that she misses you terribly too. She misses the conversations you guys used to have when you were in the living room. You were on the sofa, she was in a chair, and that glass of wine every Friday. So she misses it too, and she hopes that you will open up to some of your few other friends that are close around you that you can start to have a similar bond with. But she misses you, and she is there all the time. Just, pour a glass for her, and then you can drink that glass, she said. So if you want, so it doesn't go to waste. Okay. Rich B., because I wanted to call you Richie B. Richie B. Richie B. I'm going to call you that because that's what I keep hearing over and over and over and over again from your grandmother as well. She said that she always hated that nickname. But At the same time, she said that you're making changes in your life now that are really good for you, and she's very proud of you. So continue to make those changes even when they seem difficult, because it's putting you on the right path. Oh, this is an interesting. A shimmer? A shimmer? Yeah, a shimmer. H. It sounds like it's very close to that if that's not correct. Your father wants you to know that you take on everybody else's emotional aspects because it's just who you are. But it's not just who you are, it's a spiritual ability. You're an empath. So Google search what that means, and then learn to white light yourself so you can start protecting yourself from all the energy. And you'll start to see a huge significance in how you feel about the world and yourself and everybody around you. All right. All the unique names are starting to pop up now. Okay. So this feels like a biker nickname. Hammer. One of your friends from the group you were part of, and it's a bike group, but not like terrible, not some of the terrible ones you hear about, just a group of bikers that like to get together. So Hammer Deathlock said that just be careful over the next couple months as the weather shifts and changes where you're at, which you feel a little north to me. So as it shifts and changes, as you know, people are very distracted with driving nowadays, and just keep an eye out for the white truck. And it's erratic driving, so when you pass it, which is what you would normally do when you see somebody erratically driving, you either want to really get far away or you don't want to pass it and be further back. If you don't pass it and be further back and just kind of chill back there far enough, then when this truck goes off the road, and it's not like a semi, it's one of those like box trucks for deliveries and things like that, it will veer off the road and just go into a ditch, and it's no big deal. But if you're in front and you're not significantly in front, then that is where it's going to get you, and it's going to get you hard. And it requires a lot of healing and a lot of rehab, and mentally you don't like to be sick or and not able to move around. So we want to make sure that changes. Okay? All right, that's the readings for this week.